way.
Well, that's the problem with having that one on. See if you have the, look, let me just show you the difference.
Just tell me, if I'm looking right like this, you look at the screen. If I'm looking this way,
You see?
am I looking into the camera?
You'd have to look here to look.
That's what I'm doing. Would you look at my eyes? Because I can't. If I'm looking right like this, am I looking into the camera? Do I look like I'm looking off?
People are already on. So,
What's that?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
That's what we're gonna do.
We're just gonna deal with it. Now we got 18 people in the house. You guys hear us?
Hey, there's my Tammy Lynn. There's my Delia.
So can they hear us all right? I think they can hear us all right.
Let us know if you can hear. We got the new mic going.
Yes. Yeah, she said yes. All right. Let's give people a little bit of time to come in.
Okay. You want to go ahead and do this then?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. You ready?
Yeah. Sounds like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Well, it's supposed to be fun and interactive, you know. Okay, so then we'll do this. We're going to do just a little candle ceremony to bless the space. And you repeat after me. Please join in with us, okay?
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 Please do.
Please do.
We're going to have fun. All right. I will the energy.
I will the energy.
Contained within this candle.
Contained within the candle.
To heal.
To heal.
Harmonize.
Harmonize.
Balance.
Balance.
Our beings.
Our beings.
Open our minds.
Open our minds.
To receive universal wisdom.
To receive universal wisdom.
From all higher powers of love, light, and truth.
From all powers, higher powers of love, light, and truth.
May they surround and protect us in our further endeavors.
May they surround and protect us in our further endeavors.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And we may begin.
We may begin. So we have a special show. We're at the Sparkle Studio in the sparkling city by the sea on North Padre Island.
That's right.
With Chanda, rhymes with panda.
It's a hard one. A
Sparkles.
lot of people say it wrong. It's Chanda. Yeah, you did good.
I got it right.
I know. I'm giving you kudos.
You got me back though because you misspelled my last name on the advertisement.
I did.
I don't care. It didn't bother me.
I'm sorry. I'll go fix it.
I don't. No.
Oh, you know what? I need to share this on my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share that. So yeah, we're gonna have a little coming out party. Little coming out party for Chanda. She's has an interesting history, like so many of us, and she actually has a background in voiceovers, radio, DJing, morning show, and some TV work, including production.
There we are. See?
What does that say? Face ID, a picture. Anyway, so yeah. So what we're gonna do, Chanda sounds like panda.
Yeah. Or you could just call me Chan. My family calls me Chan, like Jackie Chan.
So you are coming out.
I am. Well, I'm kind of coming out. Like most people know.
You're resurrecting. You're rebirthing. You're
more times than I can count.
So she's coming out because now she's got a YouTube channel that she's about to launch.
Well, it's already launched. It's there.
Yeah.
It's just, I had one since 2014 and I did other things on it. And then I killed it to start this over because it needed a fresh organic energy. So it's brand
right on. And also you've got and we're going to put these links in. You've got a Facebook professional page, Facebook personal page, and then the YouTube. Okay. And so she's got several things in her tool belt that she's going to be sharing with people, which she's done for a long time, but she's going to do it online with some consistency beginning
today.
Today's the first. So yeah. So we're going to do a few things. First of all, tell us what you do.
I don't know. I do a lot of everything. So I'm kind of a jack of all trades, but my passion is astrology and tarot. My passion is frequency, voiceover. I also create elixirs, and I work with a variety of crystals raised by a geologist. And an inventor was my grandfather, who invented electric surge protector, and he was someone I looked up to, was esteemed. He collected meteorites. He really kind of instilled all of this into me from a very young age. But I have all kinds of things. Like, I love my oracles. I love my tarot. I love my dragons. I love to help people, though. That's my favorite thing. And I was scared for a long time that maybe I wasn't good enough. Like, I'm not good enough. I don't know enough of this. I don't know enough of that. So I took a lot of classes and I studied myself, and I'm ready.
So how long have you been doing the astrology?
I started hardcore 5 years ago, really reading. I was interested in esoteric astrology first, which is very different because you're dealing with the rays of the cosmos and the soul. But that wasn't a fit. And so I went to evolutionary astrology, studied a lot under Jeffrey Wolf Green. And then his daughter did follow up. I'm kind of a self-taught, but I got to give props to Mama Maja. She's like someone out there that I really respect and love. And I learn from her on a daily basis, when I can catch her videos and stuff like that. Kay Potch, I took a class with him. And then what else? Oh, Mumatu, the best quantum astrologer on the planet. She's a walk-in. She's amazing. Maruma too.
You do esoteric and quantum, or did you mix them together?
I mix them together. What I consider it to be is if you want to know the logistics of it, it's a soul evolutionary astrology, soul-based path of our evolution in this incarnation and past and future by looking at your chart. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we can.
But I do it all on Astro Gold. Hoping you see that.
If you put it right here, we can get it right about here. Oh no, I guess
I had it.
Well, when it's faced.
Anyway, they know, most astrologers and anybody that doesn't. I do everything on Astro Gold, on the tablet and on the Mac. And so we've got that set up to where we can do readings and whatnot. And right now, I just basically have the current transits pulled up. And we can just do it like this. So you can see.
Yeah, tilt it to the side a little bit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like okay. That. So you see all of this going over here is that big, huge. Oh, wait, on this side. On here is the big, huge stellium we've been talking about that's squaring over to, Taurus. And so all of this stuff that's happening is making us want to do innovation and do this. But really right now, it's not a good time to just like jump into anything unless it's something you've been planning, manifesting for a very long time. So, but this right here is like when I get into the flow of it, it just comes intuitively. I'm a visionary. I had little girl spirits I played with when I was younger, and then they came into the dream state and are now adult guides. But over time, I've seen a lot and experienced a lot of trauma, and which activates us, and the astrology, though, I love it. I love the astrology. I'm not a master at it, but I'm good enough when I get into the flow. If you're somebody that's like, very staunch, the astrology has to be this, this, and this, I'm probably not your person, because I'm more about the intuitive, balancing the energy centers, making sure everything's flowing. I make my clients do a meditation prior and, really set their energies, lay off the alcohol for 24 hours before you come see me, that kind of stuff, just to really show me that you're going to meet me 51%, because I'll give you 49. You know?
I'll give you $40.
And that's how it's going to be, because it takes a lot of work. Energetic work, wipes you out.
Absolutely.
We've been activating and activating.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then I love my cards. I have fun. I bring Astro and Tarot together.
Astro is in astrology?
Astro is astrology, so I call it Astro Tarot. That's my page. And I kind of mix it all up, and it's all based in the intuitive flow of the practice of what is happening in that moment. That little candle thing is pretty much the only thing I plan prior to starting. And I'll be offering astrological readings. I really work with the moon cycle a lot, and because we live here on beautiful Padre Island, I go out and I collect seawater, and I'm an ordained minister, so I infuse everything, anoint candles, and do all the ceremonies with it and stuff. Really into the elements. Elements are important with my work, and
so the astrology, when you're doing the astrology readings, it's a combination of esoteric and quantum. What's the difference between esoteric and quantum?
Well, I'm not the expert on quantum. That would be a class I need to take from Maruma too. Quantum is like, I know one of my aspects of self goes to a quantum universal astrology lab, because I go there through meditation. But I don't know the difference. I think it's much bigger. I just know esoteric is about your race of your soul, and I just dabbled in that for a little while, and it was just a little too complex for that moment. Plus, you gotta realize, I am Mercury in retrograde. I was born with this, so this is kind of my flow. And then when it goes away, I'm very ADD, OCD. I'm all over the place with everything.
So you're at your best in Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, right now. That's why we're doing this. Most people are like, I can't believe you're launching your show on Mercury retrograde. I was like, no, it's all good. I was born that way in Sagittarius, and you're a Sag. I'm a stellium Scorpio. I have Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio, which is being exactly opposed in Taurus, my opposite.
Black Moon Lilith is part of the astrology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's on here.
Is it on? Yeah, she's right there.
Yeah.
So she's at 21 degrees of Taurus, and directly across here is Scorpio, because you have your polarity on the chart, which is basically when people say, well, that's my opposite, I can't be with that person. I'm like, no. That's really a good person to be with, as long as the other aspects of the chart, have some harmonious type things. But like a Taurus is really great because it's grounded energy, and Scorpio's water energy. It's like any polarity is like two sides of a quarter. It's one quarter, but each side's very different.
What's a Sagittarius? Fire or
Sagittarius is fire. Fire. Yeah, you are the adventurer. You're the seeker. You're the philosopher. You are that one that's like get up and go, gusto. So yeah, but you get a work ethic, which is very interesting. Because I had your chart. You get work ethic from your moon in Capricorn. That's 3 degrees. And those lower degrees and higher degrees intensify a bit. And it also depends on if a planet is coming by activating it. You see, so like right now, we just had Venus activate Mercury. And then right now, Neptune is activating Jupiter. Oh, is it Neptune, Jupiter? Hold on.
Uranus.
Let me look. Uranus. Don't say Uranus. That sounds so fucking hick. Oh, excuse my language. Oops.
I am.
By the way, every once in a while I cuss, so sorry. It just comes out. I was in the Navy, so I have an excuse.
Well, and you grew up in the oil fields.
I did. I'm an oil and gas girl in Texas, for sure.
So what are you going to do on your broadcast? Are you going to just do readings like where we're at now, like on that? Or are you going to actually do readings for people and put them on camera?
Well, I don't necessarily want to put anyone on camera right away, because I feel that's a very intimate process, and a lot of my clients come here in person. This is whole going out there. But for right now, I just want to focus on the clients one-on-one. They get a video of it, of course, sent to them that they get to keep forever. So they can refer back, because I am a conscious channel. I don't really go through anything. It just consciously comes. It just consciously flows. And when I'm in it, I just know in my being, everything in my life has been like super tragic. Like I could write a trilogy of books of really tragic, crazy shit that you just couldn't even imagine. And I'm at this point now where I've evolved so many times that what I have to offer with my clients is very intimate. So I don't think I'll be putting it on camera at first, unless they want it. I think on camera thing will come, Todd, as at first it'll be like new moon and full moon readings, because I work a lot with the moon, being here on the coast. I go out, and I'm also a photographer, so I go out and do that, but do moon ceremonies and stuff like that. I want to take this and take it out and show the beauty of the island as well, not always be in the studio.
Wow.
So I say new moon and full moon readings for sure for each astrological sign.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And then I'll probably do a quick pop in every week to say, hey, this is what's going on for the week, Like
this.
Like this right here. Here we are on Sunday. So I'd probably.
So what's going on right now?
Okay. So
like what does it mean in
regular
layman terms?
Right. I understand. We have a lot of.
Now this question, because I don't really understand astrology, but
I know it takes a long time.
So this is like a snapshot of what everyone's being influenced by.
Yes,
and
it's like the Earth is in the middle.
Yeah,
and because that's how we do it, because we get affected from the planets coming to the Earth. Okay, so that's how it's different from cosmology or just looking at the stars. With astrology, we look at it from the Earth, because that's where we are. That's where the energies are coming in. But like here, you can see, here's the sun. Here is Venus and Mercury and Jupiter and Saturn. And Pluto is the only one left cleaning up. Pluto is, you're going to die and resurrect, and he don't really give a fuck what. He just don't. And I refer to the planets as archetypes. Like I see them as beings, and I work with them like that. So, and then you've got, the adventurer, and then you've got Father Time going, excuse me, you need to clean up after your party. And then you got Mercury going, I'm the messenger, but I'm trying to tell everybody something, I'm trying to send you some communications about this. And he can be a trickster. He's like the magician, the alchemist. Okay. He's Merlin. Okay. And then you have Venus, love, balanced relationships. And these are all just basics, just so you have a better understanding. All of those energies are being activated in Aquarius, which is aliens, future technology, things that we're future forwarding, Okay, so Neptune being solo here in Pisces, the sun this week is going to move into Pisces and start activating Neptune. Neptune is dreams, romance, escape. On the low end, it can be alcohol, drug abuse, that kind of thing. Institutions, that kind of stuff. So when it comes through here, it's going to be really a slow, dreamy energy. But when you're heading into this week, you've got to really consider that Black Moon Lilith, who's literally like, I archetype her quite a bit. She's a bitch that takes no shit. Really.
Like Kali.
Exactly. Yeah. Kali energy. And she being right next to Mars, which is our ego, what kicks us in the ass and makes us in the morning. And then we have Uranus over here, which has been there for a couple of years.
Uranus?
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
I'm a Southern
boy, girl. Shit. I'm a Southern girl too, but Uranus.
So I often wonder about the stars. Okay.
Okay.
And what I wonder is, and I kind of downloaded it a little bit, was it's an overlay. And I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying my question, like you're saying, and astrologers say, the planets, the celestial bodies, the movement affect us.
Absolutely.
But do we affect them?
We can.
Do we affect them?
We can. Absolutely. A collective comes together. But you got to understand, they are going to do what they're going to do because they all have it's all about cycles. Cycles. You know, like when we had that Saturn-Pluto conjunction back in December on solstice, and all of our minds were blown like out, right? Those kind of alignments are rarities. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a rarity. And then you look at history and you're like, okay, because I can go back way far on this. This is the best Astro Gold. I can go back and I can look and find when these same alignments were happening. Then look on Google and see, okay, JFK was killed then, or whatever I find. And then I can kind of read the energies of what's possible. And it's a tool, man. It's a tool in order to help you understand where your soul came from, where your soul is now, and the possibilities of the future. So if you kind of see it coming, like my dream is truly to have a real astrological, energetic weather channel. Like everybody knows, go check this out every morning so you know what your energies are. Because the energy hygiene, that I teach that with my clients. I'm like, are you doing your energy hygiene? Just like you brush your teeth every morning. Are you doing it? And we're in this like fast pace, instant gratification, generation type people. And sometimes they can't down. There's people out there that are hurting. There's people out there that are just, I've got a mess of people and I love every single one of you. And I'm trying to help you through it. Laura, I love you. Had to send that to her.
So you were saying there was this erroneous meme going out, right? That said that this collection of these 6 celestial bodies had the erroneous meme was that it had occurred. The last time it occurred was
1700s.
Well, there was the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages and the Black Plague ended, and we went into Renaissance.
Yeah.
So, but you were saying that actually the last time it happened was in 1962. Right?
Yeah, 1962. It was around the time that JFK was shot, and I don't know why that was going around. I think they got it confused, and this is what happens with a lot of these memes. They get it confused with like the last transit. So like when the Pluto-Saturn came together in 2020 in January, I mean, all the issues for all of the end of 2019 were going, okay, everything's about to stop. We're not sure exact why, how, but everything's going to stop and stock market is going to drop. I told all my people, don't have any risky stocks right now, and it did, we all came to a stop because of that Pluto-Saturn conjunction we had back in 2020 in January. And that is what really set all of this in motion. It blows my mind, truly. The more I do this astrology and learn from some of the greatest, I think, it blows my mind how everything, you can watch it and see it, and then it happens, and you're like, whoa. And then put the intuitive psychic stuff in there, and then you're mind blown pretty much on a daily basis, multiple times.
Have you found any, like, when this last occurred, the things that were going on? Do you see any like parallels or similarities or the same energy? It's the same energy as it was in 1962, right?
It is somewhat, but the difference was then Mars was involved with that same stellium. See, this time we don't have Mars involved. We have Mars over here at Black Moon Lilith. So it could be that your ego is really popping. You're really kind of like the rough ego, right now, going into this week. Okay, this is just now, but it's going into this week. And then you have Chiron here. The moon's coming up on Chiron. The moon's in Aries, which is the beginning, which is the birth of the soul, the I am that I am, the fire, and that's trining your sun, because I compared them earlier. I don't have it right here. But, and I'm a fire moon, and I wanted to show you it's at 2, and my moon in Aries is at 6. So I'm being aspected emotionally. And this chart is asking me to release and just do it. Like, see, this is the thing. You're either going to know this week by Wednesday to just do it, because it's something you have been doing, something you have been planning. But you're going to have these angst that build up within you that you're like, I want to go try that. So, like, don't go skydive this week if you've never skydived. All right? I'm serious. Don't go spend a ton of money on a vehicle this week if you don't got the money to do it and you just want to finance a new vehicle. I mean, don't do crazy stuff. Steady as she goes, because this week is going to be challenging. But if you have something like what we're doing, I've been planning this stuff for years and years and years and years. I've really been practicing hardcore for the last 6 years, but I started back in Midland. I raised my kids in West Texas and did a lot of stuff on the side there while I was in radio. I had a couple of morning shows there. And it's important that people realize going into this week, it's a really big week. And whatever comes about on Wednesday, whatever it is, know that you can sit back and you got time to reflect. And then you'll have full knowledge of fate, because fate will change. There will be some kind of fate. It could even be as simple as your favorite restroom.
That's because Uranus is in the wrong place.
Oh, shit.
So,
your favorite restaurant burns to the ground, and you're like, oh, God, where am I going to go get my tacos now? You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that, but then it can be something really profound in your heart. Like, it could be you get broken up with, because we're dealing with a lot of relationship aspects. We're dealing with what you value. The money, too, because Taurus rules money, rules the stock market and all that fun stuff. But I love Aquarius. And Aquarius, we're like in the corridor of Aquarius. This is not the age of Aquarius yet.
When is the age of Aquarius?
We're in the corridor.
When does it start?
Step your foot in and you're there.
So we're in it.
Kinda.
When does it?
Really, if you want to get like
I've heard like 3 different things.
If you want to get all.
When does it officially start? What
it's supposed to be 150 years. 120 years from now. Official is really. If you look at the actual ages and you do all the math.
So what determines that we're in an age? Like, what determines that we're in the age of Aquarius?
In my psychic intuitive opinion, we will another step in the corridor in 2023 when Pluto, ruling death, destruction, he's the god of the underworld, cleans up the rest of the governmental bullshit that's happened in Capricorn.
So Pluto's not in Aquarius. Is this Aquarius?
See here, this is Pluto right here.
Where's Aquarius?
The little greeny lines, the little waves, because he's a water barrel, so it's like a little wave. And he rules electricity. He rules our nervous system, and he rules Uranus. And Uranus is in Taurus, aspecting all of this, okay? So it's all getting activated. So when you have Taurus, our senses, what we value, money, our bodies, being lavish. Taurus like lavish stuff, right? When you have all of this, and it's fixed.
My daughter's a Taurus, and she loves lavish stuff.
My son's a Taurus. So, but you have all of this Aquarian energy, and I love Aquarians because they're quirky, crazy aliens. They are the most out there thinking. A lot of times they're very creative, but they also are a fixed energy. So these are 2 fixed energies. So whatever comes into fruition, whatever you decide to do within this next week, will be substantial. It will be in front of you, like us doing this. I am finally up and running. Thank you, Todd and Alex. So,
you know what? One question I've always had, I've never asked.
Oh my gosh, I love questions like this. I'm so excited.
So there's a narrative, and I actually received a download. I talked about it a couple of months ago. I talked to Franco about it. Franco said his experience had been the same, and he's been doing it since he was in the womb. And that is so. This is the celestial pattern snapshot. There's a narrative that the moon was artificial and was pulled into place and put into position. And I was always curious about that. I don't really get into the whole AI, what's AI, what's not AI.
Well, I'm better than AI. And in any AI comes into my field, I'll just transmute it.
Oh, I'm AI. I am. I mean, I look at everything as God's substance. So
yes.
I don't see any difference. But what I'm trying to say is, would placing an object in, let's say, night sky, in our sky, would that alter all of this? Would that affect this? If you took the moon out, would that affect it? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
if the moon was gone, that would be a difficult thing because the moon rules our emotions. It rules how we deal with emotion. You always want to know, if you know nothing else on your birth chart, you want your rising sign, which is how you're perceived and what you're projecting out. So, and I believe that's the most important.
Let's see what mine is.
Your rising sign is Virgo.
Okay, so this is what I'm projecting and how I'm perceived.
Yeah, how you're perceived is Virgo, and Virgos you're very practical. That's an earth energy, so it's a grounded earth energy, but she's also the healer. I see Virgo as a female. Okay, so that's your female divine feminine. You love to have your appearance looking nice. You're a healer. Everything you do is very purposeful, and in that moment as you're doing it, most Virgos struggle because they want everything efficient. They want everything to have purpose. And I know this because I grew up with a best friend Virgo. But
that's a Virgo person. We're talking about a Virgo rising or a sign.
Yeah, well,
rising.
I'm just telling you that the characteristics of the Virgo rising sign. And at 26 degrees, you're at the tail end. So you're at the vibration of pulling in that vibration of Virgo-esque and being able to release it. Like, I know for certain in your next life, this will be gone. This will be a different aspect.
So you have the degrees are 1 to 28, right?
Degrees are 0 to 29. There's 29. 30 degrees.
So what's the difference between whatever the sign is, between say a 1 and a 29?
Okay.
Like is one.
Let's go with 0 because we consider 0 to be 1.
Okay. 0, okay.
So 0 is on the cusp, on the degree, in the beginning. It is powerful because it's just shifted from one sign to the next, right? So it's more powerful in that 0 and 1. But it's more powerful because you're looking at the self at that time, in that house, in that sign of those characteristics. Now, if you go, and another thing is realize is if, like, let's say you have the sun at 1 degrees of Sagittarius. That's like a real powerful placement to have that.
At a 1.
At a 0 or 1. I take it in a 2 orb.
What's the difference between a 0 and a 1? And let's say
the 28, 29.
Yeah.
That's when you're coming into completion with that aspect. And I will tell you, Christopher Witecki of Namaste Today has got the actual degrees down. You saw the inside of the Inside Degrees book that I had downstairs that I'm reading.
Mm-mm.
It teaches you every degree and what every degree's actual aspect is. So when that question comes up, I don't know. I'm just going to say I don't know and look it up.
Hold on, I have another one.
Okay.
So when if somebody says I'm a Sagittarius, does that mean that's my sun sign?
Yeah, that's your sun sign, but your rising sign is what you look to first, because that's where you count the houses, and each house has its own thing. And to break down the houses is a whole nother genre. But so what's interesting is you want to look and see how many. So look, in Sagittarius, you have a stellium. You have Mars in Sagittarius.
And what's a stellium? A group?
It's
like a ensemble?
Four or more in one single house. Okay. So you are a hardcore Sag.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Mars, you got the Sun, you got Mercury. I've got Mercury in Sag. That means how you think, and you got your Venus. So you love like a Sag. Very passionate lover, passionate man. So this is all cool. And what I do love is that you have your Neptune at 12 degrees in Mercury. In Scorpio. And that's how we're vibing very well, because we're both Scorpio-esque, which is death, transformation, rebirth, sex, taxes, and other people's money.
Other people's money.
Yeah, like you receive inheritance.
Wow.
You just receive money out of the blue for no reason. It happens to me. Because I don't charge. That's the other thing I want to make sure was told. I don't charge anything for my readings. There is no set pricing. It's on what you can afford. I've always done it that way, and that's how I'm always going to keep it. Because, some single mom that's got 2 kids working as a waitress can afford, but still needs the healing. It's a healing process. It's not just reading your chart. It's knowing your chart, knowing where your soul came from and where it's going. Like with the North Node, I love this about you, for example, talking about the soul and where it's going. Your North Node is Leo. Okay? Leo is exactly what you're doing. Leo is the star. Leo is pushing himself out there. But it took you time to get there. And heart, and he's often the star on a show, or he's the head of something, and he has a huge heart. He lives through the heart. He's ruled by the sun. You would do very well, and I'm sure you probably do, but to do it on a normal basis, to go sun gate in the morning or late in the evening. A lot of code there. That's what I do. I work with the sun, sometimes the moon, just depending upon the aspect. So sometimes, if Pluto is squaring the moon, I'm like, oh, don't work with this moon. Don't even put your crystals out under this moon, because it's not any good. It's kind of bad vibes on the chart. So I don't do it. It just depends. You got to really look at it. There's a lot of great teachers out there. I will say Mama Maja and Kava, and I love watching Christopher Witecki and a Leo King, and I love Maruma too. So they all have really excellent knowledge that they have shared with me. But the all-knowing has always been there.
And what is the North Node? Somebody mentioned it, and you mentioned it the other night.
Okay.
And is that on here?
Your North Node is Leo.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So just so you understand, see this? There's a little horseshoe. Okay. So the North Node right now is currently in Gemini. Okay. So you have the moon. You have a North Node, which is like an invisible energy that projects frequency. Okay. And you have the South Node. Okay. The North Node and the South Node take 19 months to switch and switch and switch around the chart. And they're always opposite of each other. So your North Node is collectively where your soul's purpose is, where your soul's mission is. In this incarnation, if you don't want to have to come back and repeat karma and repeat this, you want to embody, become, project, portray, own the I am of the North Node in Leo. But I can tell you, your Aquarian energy is a lot of the time your South Node, which for you it is. Your Aquarian energy is going to be like, you're fixed, and sometimes you just like things the way you like them, and you're learning to be more mutable, more open, more cardinal. Like a cardinal sign is an instigator. He starts stuff. He gets it going. He gets excited. He gets fired up, right? And that's where you're going. So you're doing it. I mean, you're really doing it. When I'm speaking with a client who's like 20 years old, she really doesn't understand any of it. She has some time to get, okay, well, we need to work through this so we can get to this, because this is the goal. A lot of times she's still stuck South Node, which is, what we're trying to release, we're trying to learn from, what we're trying to, these are deep embedded beliefs that we've carried on from past lives, from childhood, and it really is, it has to be healed. It has to be brought up, and loved and released. So that's a lot of what I do with this. So
the North Node is important.
All of the planets are important, and they have their own.
Right. But I mean, like when you said you start with the rising sign, then you go to the sun sign,
and then I go to the moon sign.
Oh, so like it's in this order.
So there's your moon sign, Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorns are they're very comfortable. They're very staunch. They know exactly what they want. They're the goat that goes up the mountain and will not stop and will not finish until he's accomplished his goal. Kind of thing. So that's how you deal with emotions. So sometimes your emotions may overflow so much that you seriously just can't, because you're embodying it in earth. Capricorn is earth. You have heavy earth and you have heavy fire in your signs. What I thought was very interesting, where is that one? You're like a 00 Uranus.
What does that mean?
In Virgo. So look here. In Virgo, you've got your moon. Wait, here we go. I'm on the wrong side. You have your moon over here, and it's being aspect to your Virgo Uranus. So Uranus is the great awakener, the shake things up. We're going to have earthquakes, volcanoes can happen. Uranus comes in and is like, if you know the tarot, it's like the Tower card. Like it comes in and it kicks the card down and it says, nope. This was built on a faulty foundation. But it can also bring in powerful surprises that are really something cool. Like y'all coming here to stay with me. Like I didn't know that was going to happen. But I was aspected, you see? Because Uranus is, I was aspected because Uranus is in Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Uranus is in Taurus and I'm a Scorpio. So it's been pinging me because I have 4 placements in Scorpio. So I've had all this new coming. And it's all been good. I hadn't had anything bad because I think I did all my work. I think I cleared most of my karma already. So everything good's going to happen now, right? Right. So yeah, I thought that's very interesting that you're a 0 degrees because you're on that powerful 0 degree. So you're a powerful Virgo. Virgo would be a sign I would say for you to research or for us to talk about, in depth.
I had experiences with Virgo.
Yeah. And you also have your Pluto in Virgo.
I don't really. I'm not gonna say that I don't get along with them, but I've had conflict with Virgo.
Yeah, probably because you're a lot like them.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. It's fun too. See, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, because for years and years I did radio. So I've got, you can't see it here, but over there I have got stacks after stacks after stacks after stacks of cool like elixirs that I make and Palo Santos and all kinds of different smudge sticks. I've even got jewelry, essential oils and candles, and I make my own sprays. I've got all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be doing giveaways. I even got 2 decks up there that I'm going to be giving away. So when my followers come and we play together live and I pull cards or, check the transits or whatever it is we do in the intuitive flow, it'll always be a lot of fun and we'll do giveaways, it'll be fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. And do you like, is there in the astro part of this, is there an intuitive factor? Is there like a channeling factor?
Oh, yeah. It's a conscious channel when I get into it.
Just comes in based on the person. Yeah.
This is why I tell people, like I had a girl who was an astrologer who wanted a reading from me. And I said, if you're a staunch, like by the book astrologer, I'm not your girl. Because I will look at these patterns because I see patterns. I mean, I see dragons. So that's a whole nother, but, I've seen the indigenous spirits out at the Padre Island, and I do my crystal grid work out there. There's a lot of different things going on. And all of it very much in the now moment. So when I'm talking with an astrologer who wants an astrologer read for me, I'm like, I'm not staunch straight, to the board. Because I might see this as, okay, this is a jet and we're about to take off. Like when I look at this design, and I want to show them. So, and angle it. And by the way, I'll have it to where we can pop this thing straight up on the screen, and I will be half on the screen and half this. We just don't have it today because we're just like literally just doing this for fun. But it's like a jet. See how it looks like a jet? Like it could just fly away. So like we're about to take off. Some shit's gonna really happen this week.
That's the collective one.
Oh yeah. This is what's happening in the moment right now. Yeah. This week, these are all gonna move. So, like here.
What sign is this?
Hold on a second. That is Pisces.
Pisces.
No, wait.
Yeah,
it's Pisces. No, it's Gemini. It's the twins.
Gemini.
I couldn't see it from that angle. And I'm going to change up these colors and stuff. I don't know. I'm just learning all of this new software as well, y'all. So like I've been studying all the software and trying to figure out and put it all together. And Todd has been amazing. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Very welcome. So, and then you incorporate this into cards with the cards.
And the crystals and the sprays.
But I mean, like when you do,
I'm going to do music.
A reading, when you do a reading for someone, it's not just the astrology, it's both?
Yes. It's Astro Tarot. So I pull in their chart.
Do you use traditional tarot cards or do you use?
I use traditional tarot cards. I have about 50 decks of tarot cards and I've got more coming. But I have a whole bunch that I connect with at times and then I don't connect with. I'll put them on a shelf and then I might bring them out. Like this I probably had out in a year. But right before you came, I started connecting back with it. It's the light keepers. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the light keepers. Light keepers of the world.
The ascendants?
Yeah. Different ascended masters. Like Ashtar's in here. That's the one that popped.
So what does that mean?
That's the one that spirit is popping for me. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. And remember that love has no boundaries. And I also love the trilogy of the flowers on there. You see
Vesica
that?
Pisces.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're about to have the sun move in to Pisces. Can y'all see that? Let me see if it'll. Why isn't it autofocus? Ooh.
Just do like this. Watch. Oh no, it's the light.
Oh, there it goes. Oh.
Yeah. Hang on.
All right. Well, and there's something we're gonna have to fix. because I'll have to do this for a while. Eventually, I'm going to put all these decks of cards and scan them down on my computer where they can flip up to where I can just like, here it is. You can see it on the screen so that you can see all the images and everything. So it's really like professional and cool, you know, but it takes time. Who else is in here? Thank you guys. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Katie. Hi, Bruce. So cool. Bear. Hi from Sweden. It's Veronica. Hi, Karen. I'm so glad that y'all are all in here. And we can't see on Facebook. If y'all are commenting on Facebook, we can't.
We can see it. We got all the platforms.
It came all together. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Good. Well, we'll have to share it to my Facebook. I mean, I shared it to my Facebook, but I didn't share it to my YouTube. I should have done that.
No, we'll download it and upload it.
Okay. So we got that one, but this is the one I wanted you.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to do?
Just hold
Touch it.
No, hold it in your hand and just let it fill your ears so that you get your energy all over it. Because I've already cleared and smudged it. I've cleared on and smudged it. Yeah, put your energy on it. Now just shuffle them however you want.
All right.
Have you ever cards?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever played poker?
Well, of course I have. Plenty.
Okay. So
I'm just going to shuffle them.
Just keep on shuffling. Let me find the little book.
You got it?
You keep shuffling until your guides or your guidance tells you to stop.
Okay. I'm almost done. All right.
I get a tone in my.
Okay, here we go.
All right, pick one.
Pick one?
Whichever. Take the top one if you want.
No, I'll take this one.
Okay. Release.
What does that mean?
I'm about to tell you. See if you can make that work for me while I read.
I think it has to be back here.
You can't really see it there.
Yeah, it'll come.
Okay. First of all. Release. Todd, you're supposed to release. And a lot of time I'll intuitively look at them, but just for fun, because we're doing the show, I want to look it up and read it. It's a quickie. This is why I chose this deck. This deck, by the way, is from Denise Lynn, Sacred Destiny Oracle. I love this deck. It really talks to me a lot. And it has beautiful pictures.
It actually, if you have it to the side a little bit, it comes in. I think it's to do with the lighting. Yeah, there it goes. Release.
You feeling like you need to release anything?
Kinda.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna make you cry because I'm a jokester.
I'm not gonna cry.
Okay.
I ain't crying.
This is no crying interview. Okay. Release. Autumn light.
Autumn light.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You're supposed to look at the picture.
Oh yeah.
And it's supposed to activate you. So, ready?
Mm-hmm.
The cooler days and the change of color in the leaves mark the seasonal change from summer to autumn. Bracing for the wind, wild flings, red, orange, yellow leaves from the trees as they spiral to the dampened, darkened earth. And that's kind of what's going on down here. On an island, they close the bridge, and we can't even leave the island. Anyway, sorry.
It's like a horror movie.
It is. Oh my God.
You can't leave the
island. Scary.
You cannot leave the island.
You can. Okay. Let me get back on it. Lingering sunshine filters through the canopy of vivid colored leaves, creating an autumnal glow. In the great cycle of life, fall is the time of letting go, just as it's the time of the new birth. Summertime of expand and growth, and fall is the time of harvest. It is time to begin the inward journey into the restoring and renewing of the season of winter. This is the last bit. The sacred landscape wants you to know, Todd, when you receive this card, it is time for you to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, objects that do not serve you. Let go of old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you're holding on to any old that is difficult for any new to come into your life, it's time to begin to clear your home and living environments of clutter as well. If you don't love it and don't use it, it's probably clutter. Clear out your space. It's time for a detox of your space. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. Interesting. I was intuitively thinking when I saw that you were Virgo, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to so give him a big, cool painting to put on his wall in his studio. Because I got some pretty cool art.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of art like stowed away that I'm not even using.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We've got a few up there.
Yeah, you do.
So release. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Yeah. Somebody has asked a question a couple of times.
Okay.
In regard to 13 astrology. And that.
In regard to what?
13 astrology. There's an astrology that has 13 signs.
Oh, yes.
And I'm actually in that sign. But it's that.
Yeah, it's right after Sagittarius or right before Arcturus. Opportunus.
You know.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I deal with the real. It to some it may be very real. To me, I don't deal with it.
Somebody else had asked earlier, do you use any Vedic?
No Vedic at all. Just Western tropical astrology. Heliocentric though too. So this is the other thing. I have the heliocentric software because I believe it's important for people when they're viewing this with me to be able to see the sun, see the planets exactly as it is in the sky versus how we see it when we're doing a chart from the earth, because you get a better understanding. And so I've got that software as well, which I'll be sharing in my videos to come. I'm excited about that. You know, this is the thing. If you are someone who just loves astrology, loves cards, is esoteric, spiritual light worker, we're going to have fun with this. And it's just going to be something that I'm going to share some days, and I may just be like, it's a no makeup day, but I'm here. And some days it's going to be, okay, I'm just walking the beach. And if a card happens to fly out because it's windy and it lands in the ocean, that's our sign. You know, we're going to do a lot of different kind of things. I like to keep it different. My Mercury in Sag makes me have wanderlust. I've got to move. And then I have June in the first house. So that makes me where, since I was a child, I have seen lots of things and battled lots of things that you would consider paranormal, esoteric, draconian. I have a really sweet red dragon. Ooh, I want to show my dragons. Get my dragons. They're right behind me. See? Y'all want to see my dragons? Y'all want to see my dragons? You just said that he's a Virgo, but he is a Sag. No, he's a Virgo rising. He's a Sagittarius sun. Your rising sign is like your spirit, what you body, how you, yourself. Okay. I'm sorry. Your rising sign is how you project. Your sun is your soul. You see. These are my two new dragons.
This one's cool.
They're both cool. This is my favorite. Oh no, this is my favorite. This is Anna. I don't know who he is. He's just a staunch old grandfather one. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with them.
Put them on. Let's
make them kiss. This is Valentine's Day. All right. That's fun. Here. Got it? Good. Yeah, I do full spread tarot reads as well. I'm very traditional in everything that I do. Do Celtic cross spreads. I'll pull 3 cards just for a quickie if you need an answer. But I also always also check the chart. So that's a requirement.
Let's do a pull 3 cards thing.
Okay.
How does that work? Do you have to have a specific question?
No, but let's use my traditional. Yeah, let's use these. You know, basically how it goes is it's like if you want to know your past, present, future kind of thing. Like what's going on in the past that was energetically jacking with you. Basically.
So past, present, future.
Mm-hmm. That's just a 3 card.
Yeah.
You know, or like if I had a girl that calls me up and she's like, you know, I think my man is cheating on me. And I'm like, well, let me get into that meditative state and let's check these cards. Because my cards don't lie. My cards blow people's mind and have since I was a kid.
Let's do it.
All right. These are new. These are the millennial cards. So they're very kind of like coded.
Millennial.
Yeah. They're millennials. That's what they're calling them. Oh, where is it at? Here you go. This Tarot Illumination. Millennium Thoth.
Millennium Thoth.
Yeah. Say the artist too, because I always want to give them credit. The creator.
The creator is Renata Lechner.
Yeah.
Book written by Jamie Elford. Artwork by Renata Lechner.
And on my YouTube channel, I will always list the cards that I use. And, you know, like if I can find a link to that card, I'll have it there. And that way, if it's something you like, you can self-send to. We can I want to end up bringing other tarot readers, other astrologers in, and us just all having these huge power sessions together. Because I've got the software to do it now. I've got this studio to do it. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right. Any questions you have?
Nope. Okay. Past, present, future.
That one.
Cool card.
Cool cards. And if they drop,
what happens?
I take them.
You got to burn them?
No, I take them.
Oh, yeah?
That's my sign from the universe.
So that's 2.
Yeah, so we got 4 because we had.
So 2 for the future?
No, what we'll do is this. Just. You're so excited, Todd.
I am excited.
So much fun. Okay, so in the past, you have the Prince of Wands, which basically is you.
That looks like my higher self.
That is you.
That's the first time I saw my higher self.
Try to get clear and let it sit there for a minute so they can see it.
Prince of Wands.
We're going to have to practice with that where we can get it up closer. Maybe it's the camera. It needs to be on a different setting.
I don't know.
It's really cool. I wish I could see him clearly.
Prince of Wands. That's what my higher self looked like the first time I saw him.
Well, cool.
How crazy is that?
Yeah. All right. As of now, this is beautiful. You have the 2 of Cups, which is, okay, so this is fire energy, Sagittarius energy, moving forward energy. This is embodiment of yourself, your higher self. Okay, this is the 2 of Cups, which is a water energy, which your love is a Pisces. So that's bringing her in. The dolphins, are highly intelligent beings. And that's why y'all are the divine mother and father. This is showing me the overflowing water of love and emotion that is always replenished. Your cup overflows, but it always is replenished. That's the thing with the 2 of Cups. It's the soulmate card.
Wow.
And then it's the blossoming. So you continuously blossom. You are continuously blossom soulmating entity.
Cosmic.
I see an entity of 1, even though there's 2 here. Yeah. Okay. And that's why I say I'm not traditional. I go with what I get. but I want to show them. See?
Mm.
Isn't that beautiful?
And the gold and the silver.
Oh, yeah. Gold and silver has been really big right now. And the nice thing is on these cards, you have Venus and you have Pisces.
Oh, wow.
So Venus rules, and it rules Libra. And, with Venus being all about the love and the relationships and what you value, because you value the person you love. You value that person. And then Pisces bringing in, I call Pisces spirit incarnate. Y'all are just straight up spirit incarnate. That's why sometimes they feel a little awkward in their body. They're at their best state when they're sleeping or in meditation or in creative. Yeah, water. They're a water sign. Like literally that saltwater pool that we did was amazing. She transformed. She was amazing. It was just great. It was probably the biggest coding experience I've had in my life. And I feel like I'm running on fire here. It's crazy. But this is really good because it's just basically saying you were as one, taming your strengths. Now you are as two, ever flowing through love, through the source, blossoming, ever going. All right, future card. 3 of Swords.
What does that mean?
Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Through the mind. Or it could be break the mind open. In this card, as you can see, let's show them because they're going to want to.
You're good. Hold it right there. It'll clear.
Oh, it sucks. It is not clear.
Yeah. Somebody said that other card readers have the same problem. It's the camera and zooming in to get clearer millimeters.
This is why I promise y'all, I'm going to work real hard. I bought a brand new printer and a kick-ass scanner, and I'm going to scan these cards down to where I can just flip them up on the screen, and you'll see it clearly. Because that kind of annoys me. I'm like over perfectionist. So yeah, a little bit. Anyway, this is a heartbreak card, and I'm sad to say you're going to have some heartbreak coming in the future. I'm intuitively getting you're about to lose a family member. But it'll be a beautiful transition. It'll be a beautiful, they're saying it will be a cut and dry, come to you in a way that is very cut and dry. And you'll get through it because you have your inner strength through your soul, through the Prince of Wands, the 2 of Cups. And the reason they gave me one more.
Right. The Princess of Pentacles.
These are the coolest. These are so cool.
That looks like the Kali Black Moon Lilith energy.
I get real close.
No. It might if you hold it. If you hold it there. You did best about right here.
That's so ridiculous. We got to fix that. Okay. It's all right. Stay in the flow. Princess of Pentacles. Shrouded Earth energy. I like to consider the Princess of Pentacles the determined Taurus. But she can also, she's kind of like in this card, she makes me feel as though she's completely learning balance. But yet, as you can see, she has her crystal, like, what do you call that thing?
Staff?
Yes, thank you. Crystal staff there. So she's grounding it into the grid lines. So whatever pain you're going through here, someone of a Taurus energy is going to come in and help you ground this pain. And I want you to use a crystal that I'm going to give to you for this, because this is coming up. It could be in the next 3 months. Here, let's ask. Let's pull these. These are my quick get an answer cards. And I've already shuffled and did all the work on these. So all been cleared. Shit.
What? What does that mean?
You got 3 of Swords twice.
So what does that mean?
That's heartache twice. Okay, so like this is the traditional card.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't that to answer a question? Or what it was
Yeah,
going to
the
be?
answer was, it is what it is. You're going to have some heartache coming for some reason. I'm sorry to say. But it'll be okay, because that's where we transform, transmute, and become the alchemist superhumans we are, right? Yeah. This individual will be there to help you through it, male or female. Okay. And they're young. Princesses are young. Okay. So it could be like kids or a niece or something like that. So that's really cool. But remember, it's about release. We started with release, and this all ties together. You'll be okay, though, because you've done your work. And I believe a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of people will be transitioning this year. Because this Uranus Saturn square is happening 3 times this year. It's going to happen in June on an eclipse. That'll be fun. And then it's going to happen in December. And that'll also be near full moon, I believe it is. I'll have to double check. But yeah, that's going to be like, those are your bullet points to look for. So that's why I said when you did the Soulogy Fest, and I do my Sparkle Tour in June, and then I'll come in May. Be perfect. Perfect timing. So.
Right on.
Yeah, do a Sparkle Tour. I didn't do one this last year because of all the nonsense that we had to go through. But this year I'm going to do it. I go and I visit different clients. I do smudge bless cleansings of the home and of the body, and then do the reading. Work very hard on instilling as much light into this planet just by being who I am. Because I know who I am now. After all that I've been through, I know. So it's important to me. It's heartfelt. It needs to happen so that I can help others to realize their power and what they can do too. It's important to me.
That's in June.
Yeah.
Are you going to film it?
You told me I had to film everything.
I would.
He's like giving me a challenge, y'all.
I would. I'd film it.
I'm going to film everything I can. I will film everything that I can. Absolutely. But I will respect my client's privacy. Always. It's like coming to a psychologist that's a psychic that speaks to dragons or whatever is available at that time. Or it all comes straight through my consciousness. Reb Shar had me talking light language last week.
Talk some light language now.
I can't do it right now. I've got these things in my teeth. I got the Invisalign, y'all. And I can't, I'm really having to inflect my words.
I see.
But when I straight up go into these readings, I'm going to take these out. But I just left them in because we were in a hurry today. We kind of did this on the fly. We didn't really have a whole lot planned, and I kind of like that. Yeah. I'm always a last-minute procrastinator, kick-asser.
Back to the wall.
Instant action-based manifestations happen a lot, and that's another thing I'm going to teach about, and how you can do this, and how you can manifest greatness, because I've done it. I've come from nothing, and I got everything. Except for I don't have a sacred union partner anymore, but he's on his way. And I talk as if he's already there. I know he's there. He's coming. He's on his way. I put out the call. I wrote the letter. So, and you and Morgan told me, they said, oftentimes, whenever we get around someone who has the energy,
it's true.
We'll bring in somebody. So I'm waiting. No, I'm not. I'm not even paying any damn attention. They said, get online. What do y'all think about online? Should I get online?
You mean dating? Online dating?
Yeah.
Huh?
What'd she say? We are already impossibly alive. Yes, you got me. There's my son. My son is an actual archangel superhuman that came from the brink of death, multiple surgeries, multiple times, duration. He's had the sight like me since he was young. My daughter does too, but she blocks it. But she's my superhero too. She's awesome.
Far out.
So I have one daughter, one son. They're grown. They're doing their thing. But my son and I are super connected because he's Taurus. He's a double Taurus. And I've got 4 placements in Scorpio. So his sun and his rising are Taurus. So we trigger each other to grow, you know. And he is how I knew I was a healer, because I healed him in that hospital with my crystal oils, my energies, my intentions, my vibrational frequency. The most important thing is your vibrational frequency and how you're omitting it out, how you are within your being, within your skin, loving every beautiful lump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. Let's just love ourselves, because we're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy ourselves. And we have tragic things that happen, and we have bullshit narratives out there. And it's hard to deal with. But we're coming over that hump this year. And March 20th is our day when it's going to... March is really a good vibration. March is the end of this February is going to be a little tricky. But by mid-March, definitely March 20th, you're going to feel a huge vibrational,
release.
Not just release.
You're going to have a release. Everybody's going to have a big soulgasm.
Okay. Oh, but you know what? It'll be a strict release, because you got the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck.
A strict release. What is
Very
that?
strict. And once you've done it, it's set in stone, because it's in Earth. You got Uranus in Earth. Taurus is about tangible items. Taurus is about lavish items. Taurus loves his chalice and wants to drink his fine rum and hold his fine crystals. Hold that. Feels good, huh?
What is it?
It's some kind of crystal my dad gave me. My dad's a geologist, so he has a lot, and I get a whole bunch of stuff. So I can't even remember what it is. Quartz something. He's probably watching and going, oh my God, she doesn't remember. I'm ADD and OCD. So I'm all over the place. But when I'm in focus with a client, it flows, and Chanda kind of leaves and other things come through. So, but I want to keep it fun, you know, and I want to keep it short, because we don't have tons of time in the world. Everybody's instant gratification generation. But there will be some profound conversations coming. There will be some profound 5D, 7D. Heck, why don't we go to 12? Because we can. You know what I'm saying? We're living this. We can do what we want, I believe.
Dragonate.
Septarian. Yes.
I just said that.
Thank you. Who said that?
Katie Reichert.
Katie, thank you. Thank you. I'm a diehard believer in love and prayers. Yes, yes.
So do you want to do something now? How do you do that? You want to connect and...
Okay.
You want to try something? Try something.
I got to pop these things out of my teeth. I can't do it.
Go pop them out.
I'm not going to do this on the air. All right. Stand by. 2 seconds. But I always have the music going.
Turn some on.
Yeah, I got to have the tones. I will do this. Do this, Todd. Start doing this. You do this.
I'm going to do this.
Make sure it's flat, because it won't work.
All right.
All right. You do this.
Yeah.
And the tones will help me to tune in.
Tell me when.
Start. Louder. There you go. You're a very silly man, Todd. As you move forward in your life, you need to keep more silliness in your life. You're silly already, but you need more silly. More silly, we say. Ah, it is so nice to be here. I'm an aspect of Chanda. She loves having you and Morgan here. I feel a lot of she's around the world, seeing them in future times. They're hurting. At this time, you must go slow. Cannot go fast at this time. No, no, no. The steadiness, working in the earth, literally. That doesn't mean if it's snow, ice, get an icicle and throw it across the room. That's all earth too. Even the air you breathe. You must open your mouth and smile because it's important. Anakita, alapushita. I see many smiles coming after the pain. It will happen. Trust it, know embody it. And remember, we're always with you. You, many selves, just like Chanda. Give the love to yourself in order to omit the love to the world and those around you first in this time. Inner stand, inner stand. If there's nothing else we leave you with is to inner stand. Thank you very much. Ooh, I've never done that with those bright lights in face. Whoa. How was it?
Very good. I thought it was very good.
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything?
Let's have fun though. Here. Oh, this is, did you want to show them this?
What is it?
Come on, I told you earlier. Labradorite. It's like a Labrador, but a Labradorite. It changes all kinds of cool colors, y'all. Look, check that out. Like every kind of color you could think of.
Gold.
Yeah. Super powerful. Super powerful. I'm always using my crystals, stones, specimens. I grind up malachite, and that's ancient from Czechoslovakian, because I'm Greek and Czechoslovakian. That's my heritage. And I have it all the way back to King Craticus, 36 AD, from know, he was spared by Claudius and Caesar, and there's just a big long story of all of that. So all of this comes through that heritage line. And then the Czechoslovakian line, I just bring that pain in from all of those poor people who were under such hard, difficult times in those times, you know. I have that past life of that difficult life, but I have a past life of being beheaded as a pirate, and I have a past life as a knight. So those are the only ones I know. I really want to hire a really good past life regenerist. Is that how you say it? Regenerator. Regressionist. Sorry, I have a hard time talking when I come out of the channel.
Do it yourself.
I want someone else to do it.
You can do it yourself.
I know I can.
It's easy.
You do it then. No, you do it.
Do what?
Do your past life then, if you think it's so easy.
Which one?
Right now.
Which one do you want?
I don't care.
I already know.
No, but you have to do them. Channel them.
Oh, I don't channel them.
Oh, you don't? You just say it?
Well, I could channel them, but I don't need to channel them.
Okay.
That's not my deal.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. I wonder if past lives are actually past lives, or just you were a cell in the body of that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You're peeking through the window of that time frame, because time is all now. I see time like a line, like this.
Yeah.
So what about your past life? Tell me.
What about them?
No, tell me one.
Tell you one?
Yes, please.
There was one in the Holy Land. There was I saw two in Japan as like a samurai, 2 in India like a holy man, Brazil 2 holy man, 2 is an American Indian, Lakota.
Were you a young American Indian?
Mm-hmm. One of the lives, well, I don't know if it's my past life, but one of the ones I was shown, I was about 16 when I died, 16, 17.
Because the spirit of the young, I had a spirit of a young origin. I don't know if he's Cherokee or what. He's from this area, Padre Island. What?
Karankawan Indians. They were cannibals.
Okay. What? Maybe he wanted to eat me. He was far away. Anyway, I saw a spirit of him standing in the distance, because I go to Padre Island National Seashore, which is 60 miles of beach, and has all these dunes and stuff, which, by the way, his mom used to work out there when he was a kid. So we have this connection when they opened it. Yeah. And so this is where I've been going and doing all my crystal grid work. And I looked up and I take pictures. I call them energy pictures, because I see ships, I see beings speak to me through the clouds, through the dunes. I see a lot. And so when I'm looking out, I'm taking the pictures, and then the next thing you know, there's this young guy, no shirt on, holding his spear. He had 2 of the feathers, and he's standing in the distance, just standing there, very opaque, you know. And I just was like, whoa. And what I got from him intuitively was, thank you. And that was right before solstice. And then when I went out there on solstice, my mind was blown multiple times.
What happened?
I saw 3 beings, 2 spoke, and these are cloud beings. And then I had one that was in the kind of like the water dunes over by Bird Island. Bird Island's really, it's the Laguna. It's not the ocean side. It's the Laguna side. And I had to go far out. And man, it just was the energy. It was like, I don't even do any, like I don't drink alcohol. I smoke my vape. That's it. CBD oil and cacao. I love cacao. Chocolate to drink. But I was high as a kite. When I was a kid, I did drugs, but I don't do them now. But I was high as a kite out there, just the energies. And what I was told, because I went with my crystals, I went with my smudge, I went with I have my little toolbox of what I do. Digging a hole, all of this stuff started happening. And I was told, crystal grid activation is now active. You no longer or thank you for your mission. Wait further instructions. And I was like, wait further instructions? I didn't understand what that meant. So I was just kind of waiting. And for like I told you, since solstice, I've been in this like shell mode, just like I don't even see my friends. I've just been inside, really doing a lot of work, studies, putting this stuff together. And you and Morgan were my next instructions. And the activation and code started coming before you arrived. As soon as you said you were coming, I was like, okay, this is happening. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, this is going to make me sleep 24 hours. That kind of stuff. So really cool. Very exciting. Very, very exciting times.
We have a Soulogy Akashic librarian specialist. He says that your soul is at its 124th human life, including this one. Her FOC spirit part had 205 lives before her, 212 total. Interesting.
Adam, I would love to have a session with you.
He's very good. We did a show about 10 days ago. It was excellent.
Look what Morgan said. What'd she say? I don't have my glasses.
Our children play out our adult with programs.
Yeah.
Wow. Right on.
Right
so
on.
I put the three, so these are the three places you're on social media.
Yeah, and I have a website. It's Chanda Sparkles.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's ChandaSparkles.com, but it's dead right now. But put it there. Okay. It's being built. Also, I'm looking for a light worker, highly intuitive graphic artist to create. This is what I do a lot with art. I give you a vision of just the basics, and then I want you to pull in your others for my logo. So if anybody out there is into graphics and really likes to create logos, I really need one for all my products, because I've got all these little sprays that I want to put the logo in. Cool. I've got all this stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to be putting these baskets together, and who knows?
Cool.
The possibilities are endless, Todd. Because we are limitless, right?
That's right. I'm sure somebody will reach out to you on that.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure somebody will.
Awesome. Well, I feel like the last thing that we should do
is what? Cards?
No, I just want to pull one. These are the black astrology cards.
The black astrology cards.
Black moon astrology cards. Excuse me.
Black moon astrology cards.
Yeah. This will close the show. And it will be, these are
the Lilith Black Moon astrology cards.
You can call them that if you like.
Yeah. Sure. I like Lilith.
I like Lilith too. We need to look up Lilith in your chart, because I just pulled you a basic. I'm going to pull you up after the show. I'm going to pull you up a full on in the Astro Gold software. Astro Gold software, you can put even Satan.
I will be signing up for a session for sure.
Yay! Who's that?
Holly Ketty.
Thank you, Holly. I would love that. I have a little bit of a waiting list of people that I'm going to start working through. But I definitely, the best way for you to do is go to Chanda Sparkle Astro Tarot
on Facebook page.
On the Facebook page, and just put your full name and your email address. And then I will be contacting all the people that go to Chanda Sparkle Astro Tarot. Don't put it in the public. Just go into the messenger. But do it through that, because there's two pages. There's Chanda Sparkles, which is like a personal page. And then there's Chanda Sparkles with an S, Astro Tarot. And go through there. Go through there. I'm so glad you guys are here. Aw, Bruce is in. Love you. Sending y'all guys. I mean, I've got chills. I'm lighting. My whole. Do you feel it, man?
I always feel it.
Yeah. No R in my name, guys.
Did I do it again?
It says Chandra. No R. Delete that.
Chanda. Sparkle. I did it right the first 3 times.
Everybody wants to put an R in my name, but there's no R. Okay, these are really hot now. I'll do it like this. Ha!
What is it?
Jupiter, your planet, abundance.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. He got his ruling planet. Out of all those cards, he got Jupiter. Golly, I wish that was clear. All right.
You
try it. You try it. I want to tell you a little. See these black moon? These are the black astrology cards. You got Jupiter. That's crazy. Out of all those, you got your own planet. So in other words, when we pull up your chart here, and since I'm already in the zone, we'll really jump into Jupiter and see exactly what it's doing. I know that it's going to be getting aspected. And I believe, let me see here. Yeah. Mercury is exactly on Jupiter right now at 13 degrees. And you are a 13 degrees Jupiter Sagittarius. So that's like triple activation.
Yeah.
So like your heart energy is being activated. Your ruling planet is being activated. See 13, Mercury. I'm sorry, your mind is being activated with your abundance, your flow, and who you are. Right there in Aquarius. Futuristic technologies coming your way. Lots of communication and work that you're building, honestly. It's really, really good to take the steady steps. A lot of people are going to be like wanting to go for it, like go for the gusto. You're going to feel that urge to go, but it's not the time. Not this week. Work on it in a slow, methodical manner and allow the universe to come out with what they need to put within you so that you can create whatever it is you're creating. All right, Jupiter. Expect the doors to swing wide open, Todd. By far the largest and most magnanimous of all of the heavenly bodies in our solar system, in the Roman pantheon, Jupiter was referred to as the king of gods. Jupiter corresponds to the Greek Zeus and Norse god Odin. Vast and expansive. This planet is the gate opener for better luck. The earlier Greeks called the planet Jupiter Pantheon, which meant the brightest star. Remember when we had this bright star with Jupiter and Saturn coming in right on solstice?
Yeah.
That heavily activated you. Because of Jupiter's immensity, it is one of the easiest planets to see with a naked eye. As ruler of Sagittarius, the centaur Jupiter has a dual role of being half human and half beast. You have to tame the beast within, though, and you've been working on that. I see that in you. The planet Jupiter casts off more heat than it takes from the sun, and the giant planet is one of generosity and joyfulness. In astrology, it is the great benefit. It's like everyone gets excited Jupiter comes into your sun or your rising sign because it's going to give you abundance. It's going to give you gifts. It's going to help you. When the energy of Jupiter enters your reading, you can be assured luck is on your side and fortune shines. I'm going to move on here to just it is the Wheel of Fortune in Tarot. And I did a card reading prior to this event just to kind of, I have a downstairs altar. And I got the Wheel of Fortune card. So Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune card. You always want to get the Wheel of Fortune card.
Yeah.
That's really fixed fortune, Key ideas, change in the luck, fortune, high ideals, sense of purpose, and the strength to go on. You know, it's all about expansion and just really expanding everything and getting to that truth. A lot of time, Jupiter will bring you in and be like, okay, I really need to dig into this and I need to know the depths of the truth, especially if it's being aspected in, say, like Scorpio. Say if it was in Scorpio, oh my gosh. And this is the thing. This year we have Gemini in the North Node and, oh my gosh, my nose hurts. No, I'm sorry. Oh, that happens. I start scratching on. We have Gemini in the North Node. And then we have Sagittarius in the South Node. Because those are the two separate. Okay?
Oh, that's cool. I know you could do that.
Oh, yeah. I can write on. So that's the whole thing is I can write on here.
It's not letting me. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, yeah. But then you can go here. You can go here and you can erase it.
Oh, I see.
So that's why I'm going to put this on that screen so they can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I'm going to do my signature.
Well, you'll have to do your signature on your chart. We'll print a pretty one, and then put your signature, put it in front of you, take it home. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
What was I saying? I forgot.
About the Gemini's here.
Oh, yeah, the North Node and the South. The thing about the North Node and the South Node, you always want to pay attention. Because the North Node is where the collective of the universe, of our planet, is going. That's where you're vibing. That's what you're looking at. Okay, so like Gemini is all about communications, your neighbor, or distance travel. Gemini is all about technologies and computers. That's why I was like, I'm going to sit back and wait, because I knew once North Node went into Gemini, there's going to be all kinds of craziness with how we communicate on social media. And what have we had? All the censorships. We've had, I told my best friend, I said, there's going to be a ton of new platforms coming out. And this was in 2019 when this happened. So we have this rest of this year to deal with all of these changes and all these implementations happening within everything that embodies the Gemini. And we're releasing everything that embodies the Sagittarius. And the thing is they move kind of backwards, you know? The nodes of the moon, which is your karmic nodes, right? So this node is going to move into Taurus, North Node. South Node is going to move into Scorpio. So that's going to happen next January. And next year's going to be the falling off, the beginning of the falling off of our currency systems. We're already seeing it a little bit, but it's real slow and it's little bitty. You know, they give you just little bitty nuggets and little cookie crumbs here. But looking forward, it's going to be challenging and difficult and awesome at the same time for the next 3 years. I do not see anything coming forth like with the governments. I really feel governments will fall away by 2026. Because Pluto is in Capricorn, which is governments, corporations, controls, CEO. He's the only one left. And Pluto is the god of the underworld. Pluto don't give a shit. He'll just come in and say, you know, you got to transform or die. And I don't care how you do it, but it's going to happen. And he's in those very last degrees before he goes into Aquarius. So he's cleaning it up. It's like he's got his evil broom and he's just cleaning all that bad stuff away. He's getting all the bad shit gone. So some way, somehow, we'll have like maybe tribes or different communities that kind of govern themselves is kind of what I see coming. But that won't happen until 2026. It'll start to kind of, but it's going to take time. And we're here to have fun anyway. So I try not to look at time too much. But as an astrologer, you're always kind of looking forward, looking back. That's why I bring in the cards, because the intuitive flows. So
very cool.
How long have we gone?
We've gone about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nice. Awesome.
Hour and 45 minutes.
A little cookie crumble. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hmm.
Patricia.
What'd she say?
Dawn. She said, yeah, I told 2 guy friends their balls are moving up into their throats. Of course, jokingly laughing my fucking ass off, making love out of nothing at all. Making love out of nothing at all. Well, it is Valentine's Day.
Do you recognize Valentine's Day? I don't.
I just call it V-Day.
It's a program.
When I had a man, it was the V-Day, which meant he needed to pay attention to my beat.
so, but
my
really,
husband died 2 years ago. I'm celibate.
How many women give the man in a
V-Day thing?
In that type of relationship, where there's a physical, opposite sex relationship. How many women give a man a Valentine's Day? And
I think many do.
Really?
They give him a little something,
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Did you?
But how
did you
many?
Get a rose for?
But
Morgan?
how? No, I don't recognize it.
Oh.
Well, because it isn't there from women, and we could be speaking past tense. An expectation that the man has to give her something.
Is that expectation?
That's right. That's a program,
and it is a total program.
Yeah.
It is. It's like spend all your money.
Every day should be Valentine's Day. Every day.
Well, and if you want to truly know when Valentine's Day is actually going to be, y'all, it's in March.
It's in March.
Stay tuned. Something really big for love is coming. So if you got that little fella and he's messing in your ear, push him away for a while. And if he sticks around by March, I'll let you know when to go.
To be continued.
Yep, because Valentine's Day really is happening. And I heard this from Mama Maja. She's amazing. I heard it today. And it's true. I looked it up when Venus, because see, Venus, where are you at, my dear? Here she is. She's about to move into Pisces. And when she moves into Pisces, the lover, the transformer, Pisceans can transform themselves into different beings.
I know. I'm married to one.
I know. So that's I'm just saying, when this happens, you best be ready, because
when does that happen?
You'll have to watch. It's going to come in March.
In March,
yes.
So something's going to happen to her. Is she going to?
It's going to be
shapeshift.
It's going to be out of this world because Neptune is out of this world. Neptune is not of this world. Pisces are not of this world. Many of us are not of this world. I also know my starseed origins, and I had that done by Maruma too. It's a 12-page report that really explains from your star system, and it's all based on the blueprint, which is your birth chart, which is your soul's birth chart. Date, time, city, state of birth. Must have that. If you don't have your time of birth, start calling your mom, look on your birth certificate, figure all of that out. Because it's very important to have the exact time of birth. But yeah, it's an exciting year because it's an up and down on. But see, last year we had 6 eclipses, and we had all kinds of just like slapping us around, knocking us off our feet, all the everything. This year we only got 4, and eclipses bring great big changes. They basically eclipse things in and out of our lives. People, places, and things will eclipse in and out of our lives. And as these eclipses are happening, you have all these other placements that are happening that maybe haven't happened in a long time. So it's a long cycle ending and beginning, being activated by an eclipse. It's really important,
As long as the eclipse doesn't occur in your.
I don't know if Uranus is going to eclipse this year, but I will look that up for you. And then I will make you a graphic energy, and I'm going to post it on your page.
Let's go back to, okay. We end with Jupiter abundance.
Yes. Abundance. Really. And that's right on, y'all. I just posted a little, I'll go in and I will post like little quickie things about astrology, just here and there on Chanda Sparkle Astro Tarot. And I just posted about Jupiter and Mercury and Venus and all of that happening now and into this week. It's just 2 or 3. I shared it on the Soulogy page. So y'all check it out. I just do it because I love it. And I don't charge. It's what you can pay. And energy, seriously, an energy exchange, it's what you can pay. It's from the heart. And that's how everything has to be. What are you laughing at? What are they saying?
I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh!
Jesus
We
Christ.
had
You just blew the mic out
Oh,
my ears.
well,
my eardrums just exploded.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
Well, you
okay.
should have moved that mic farther. I get animated. I can't help
No, it's funny. Now Bruce getting into it. He said, "Come on and jiggle it, Todd." Okay,
it.
it's
No
time.
helicopter.
It's time. Helicopter. What does that mean?
Don't even.
Okay, so yes, that's it. Bingo.
Thank you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching and on the replay. Love you. Felt good.